Tibbs here on the plot. I've just come down on Saturday morning. I think it's the 24th of November. Just gonna have a quick look around the plot, show you the status of everything. Everything's looking good at the moment, and just really had a bit of a tidy up and cleaned up the tools really. So as you can see, we've got some honeysuckle planted over there on the frame, and in front of it on the floor we've got some lavender, that we planted this year, so that'll be good for the bees hopefully in the new season next year. And there's the two honeysuckles we planted. We've got daffs in these beds. A few of them have started growing, so I think the season's been a bit too mild, but yeah, hopefully there's a few daffs come up in these front beds next year. The main beds, two main beds, I've got manure on, and there's nothing been grown yet obviously. I've got manure on and fertiliser in there as well when I dug it over, so hopefully the worms take down some of that manure. If they don't, I might dig some of it over. My sister's uncovered this bed and put manure on this one as well. Raw beans, they seem to be doing alright. We haven't had any frost yet, so we might put a bit of fleece on them when it gets frosty. Kale and strawberries, they look okay. Carrots look okay. We've got some fleece on the lettuce, but that seems to be okay, and we're still pulling that and eating it. And spring cabbage, somebody's had a nibble at some of them, but most of the spring cabbage looks okay, and hopefully that'll recover. So that's all looking good. Just here we put a new rhubarb in, so that's what that bottle's marking, where the rhubarb is, because I kicked the central stalk on the last rhubarb and I couldn't see where it was. I think it's somewhere on the other side of the plot over there. And along this fence here we've got 3 blackberry bushes that we're going to grow up this little fence I've erected. And then down the end of the plot we've got a couple of mid-season and late season apple trees we've put in this year. I'm not really expecting fruit for maybe a couple of years. I'd rather let the trees grow stronger. Again, my sister's put them in for me and staked them against the wind, so that's all looking good. And I've just ordered some winter wash to get all the bugs and aphids out, and I've ordered some grease bands from the bottom for the bottom of the trees, and some grease, so later on, maybe next weekend, we'll put that on. And I've got a wash canister there for spraying the bushes. We're spraying the other bushes we've got as well with the winter wash, and that will get rid of the aphids and bugs hopefully in the the sleep in the crevices at the moment. And as well today in the old polytunnel, I reinforced that a few weeks ago. I put some wooden slats along the top, and that seems to have stopped it collapsing in the rain and wind, because other peoples of this make have collapsed. There's not enough root supports, but that's how I've put some wooden slats in. That seems to be holding it, and now the rain doesn't collect on top anymore and it falls down the side. So that seems to have fixed that problem, and hopefully that'll last a few years. What else? Compost bins, just started filling one of them up. Not much going on there at the moment. Everything's looking good. There's no daffs like over here. Down here near the compost bins I put about 100 daffs in, so hopefully there'll be some daffodils come up there in spring. Not much going on there at the moment. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I've been cleaning the tools today. So I've been watching the guy Cliff, I think it's Cliff on Castle Hill Gardens, and I've been oiling the tools. Well, I've used wire wool to clean the tools. I've oiled them with vegetable oil, and the wood I put boiled linseed oil on them, and they look a lot better. And hopefully if I do that every year, all the tools should last quite a while, hopefully. So, but a bit of a tidy up the shed, end of season. If there is an end of season, because it's mild now, so I'm not really expecting much frost. So the broad beans look okay. Don't seem to be any issues there. Climbing up the canes nicely. Yeah, everything looking okay. So that's the plot update, mid-November. Tib signing off.